See 'em? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast of them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hi, welcome to Red State Update. My name's Jackie Bros.
Folks, people, this is Dunlap. We are happy to be here delivering to you news and hot takes.
Hot on the View. Hot topics, as they say on the View.
Well, on the View, they'll COVID march you right off that show. If you're sick, they don't even care. They'll stop a whole damn thing. You think, when do we ever stop?
You ain't here. I ain't nowhere near around you. Who's gonna walk you anywhere if you sick? How am I supposed to know? I can't see you.
We could be doing this and you could drop dead and I'd be like, look, I got to finish this and do the sponsors and then we're done. I just get it going, get it out there. People depend, Jackie, on our hot takes.
On View, hot topics, what they call it, yeah.
And news that they can use. And that's what we're here for, folks, because you may be getting listen, if you've been getting your news from the View, I mean, the brain fog, who even knows if what they was telling you is true? Notice it didn't get Joy Behar or Whoopi Goldberg. And McCain,
she left. She left. Yeah. Well, so, she won't get COVID.
So I don't know who these women were who got it. But
it's like the opposite. You think of you like, because, McCain is the Republican conservative one, whatever you want to call. Mm-hmm. And she's the one that, like, you know what? This COVID, I'm getting the hell out of here. And she's fine. She gone. And then they got it now. COVID. That's the opposite of like a lot of the world is, conservative Democrats, so to speak.
Well, and it's good because I wish more conservatives would take a lesson from Meghan McCain, but they won't do it.
No,
nobody takes nothing from Meghan McCain.
No, nothing. Nobody. I don't know if anybody that pays attention to what she says. That's another reason maybe she left the View. Like who cares? Who's listening to this? Of course, I ask myself that sometime, but it's just what it is. I know who's listening to this. They give us, $5 or $1 or whatever. So thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Also, by the way, we'll make it clear to everybody, Joy Behar ain't got COVID. She's fine. I know y'all's worried as much as I was when you heard it, but no, she's still in there just being old Joy, funny this way and that way. Same old, and healthy as a horse. Yeah.
Did you send her a letter saying, glad you ain't got COVID, thinking of you?
No, I didn't send no letter.
At this point, Jackie, she's forwarding every one of them to the FBI.
Well, I don't send no letter. She ain't got nothing to send the FBI for me. I don't send no letter to nobody.
Well, you did text her?
Text her?
Hey, girl, still waiting on them pics you promised.
All right.
Jackie?
What?
Let me give you a pointer. We got a lot of news this week, but there's nothing more important than this. You cannot put your name on a Bible and expect Joe Biden to have any respect for you. So if we were going to come out with that Jackie Bros Bible like we talked about after the Lee Greenwood Bible, look at here what happened to Lee Greenwood, canceled in his own country. Probably the most patriotic man to ever sing about how patriotic he is. Canceled by Joe Biden. Joe Biden, who, if you strapped a strange dyed beard to his face, would resemble Lee Greenwood. Canceled, Jackie. Cancel culture run amok. He can't even serve on the National Endowment for the Arts. What's it called? Biden kicked him off of it.
What does he do on it? What does Lee Greenwood do?
The National Council on the Arts. He probably run the whole thing. I don't know, Lee Greenwood.
No, he did. He may come in once every 2 months and sing "God Bless USA," and that's pretty much what he does now. He go from place to place and sing that wherever whether it's a rally or a church, a show. I mean, that's what he does. I don't know what else he does. I don't know why National Endowment for the Arts need that, but maybe they won't come in there every month or so to sing it. And if that's the case, if Biden, fired him over that, like there's only so many times you can hear that song. I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, he's doing it everywhere else. How much is a National Endowment for the Arts? How much they pay you for that?
I don't know, but they got it. If they ain't meeting or exceeding the state fair pay, then I don't know why Lee Greenwood would even be into it. If he did have duties for these meetings on this National Council on the Arts, is what it is. So it's the National Council on the Arts. I don't know what they do or what he does.
No.
But if he did have duties, like take these xylophones to inner city kids, Lee, or judges we want to get your eye, Lee Greenwood, on these paintings. Do we need to give somebody some money on these? He'd be like, hell, I don't know. Was that a sky? But if he did have duties, I would say Lee Greenwood shows up somewhere. He just starts singing "God Bless the USA." I don't think he would know that he was supposed to take a truckload of trombone somewhere or whatever they do. We're going to watch a dance recital. I don't know if Lee Greenwood would show up for all that. He would stand up in the middle of the recital and start singing "God Bless the USA."
Now, let's make it clear now. If you want someone to sing "God Bless the USA," that's who you go.
Lee Greenwood.
To the top, yeah. And if that's his job, which it is, let's all say, I guess he's in the Bible business as well.
He's in the Bible business. Now, like Biden probably saw that there was a Lee Greenwood Bible, and he said, "Who's Lee Greenwood? Why is he on this?" And he sings "God Bless the USA." It's like, I've heard that. Imagine what a Joe Biden Bible would be like, Jackie. Have a 1976 Sears catalog women's underwear section torn out and stuck in there.
All right. I don't want to hear that.
A little hole. Every book Joe Biden has a little hole tunneled through the pages where he hides a pack of chiclets. He always got some gum going. He always smells like peppermint on his breath, little aftershave on the nape of his neck. Whatever that scent old people get is. That's the Joe Biden Bible.
I forget what's in the Lee Greenwood Bible. Is it just the Bible with some Lee Greenwood in there too?
Yeah, now this is John Holiday on Patreon sent us this article about Biden canceling Lee Greenwood, and our friend Seth Timbs, who generously donates his music to a podcast, he said there's a billboard up for this Lee Greenwood Bible. I thought, what's going on? I said, well, I don't know. I guess this Lee Greenwood Bible is still going on. They had to use the King James version of the Bible. They can use the King James version of the Lee Greenwood of the Bible in the Lee Greenwood Bible because you can't use the NIV Bible. I guess there's rights. If you do a new Bible, I guess you own the copyright to it. So I guess that's a way to make some money off a Bible.
Anybody can do a new Bible? What do you mean?
Yeah. Hugh Kirkpatrick of Nashville-based Elite Source Pro. Remember, we talked about Hugh Kirkpatrick and Elite Source Pro on a couple more we did on Lee Greenwood Bible. We got like two where we talked about Lee Greenwood Bible a lot.
Oh, yeah.
2 past episodes you may want. Said he reached an agreement with HarperCollins, whose subsidiary Zondervan is licensed to. Zondervan is, I'm sure that means something. I don't know. It probably means something you learn in Bible camp. When you're a little kid, you go to church camp, you're like, in Zondervan. Today I learned what Zondervan means. And then somebody give me a wedgie and So Zondervan, it sounds though like a children's show from the 70s, like with somebody in that frog suit and running around. What was that? New Zoo Review. Sounds kind of like license to publish the NIV Bible, and so I had a bunch of orders for it. Now this new Bible is supposed to come out in 2022. HarperCollins, I guess, owns Zondervan. They backed out of the project, and now they got a new one coming out. It's still coming out. It's got and in God We Still Trust devotional. Some of the lyrics to God Bless the USA. I don't think there's any of the other Lee Greenwood songs in there.
Now look, Lee Greenwood. They got pictures of him in it or anything. He ain't on the cover of it, is he?
No, I don't think he's on the cover. I think it's a embossed leather cover.
Okay.
But his signature may be on it somewhere. I'm looking at the cover now. There's a flag, says Holy Bible, and underneath that, God Bless the USA. Inspired by Lee Greenwood's hit song and the most recognized patriotic anthem in America, God Bless the USA, pre-order now. The ultimate American Bible is what they're calling it. So, I mean, challenge accepted. I can out-American that Bible. There's not even a gun in it. There's no gun in it. There's no gun on it. That's why I said on it. I combined in and on because there's no gun on it. On it. In it, on it.
Right.
You'd think if it's the ultimate American Bible, there is a picture of a gun, or there is a gun attached to the Bible. Maybe on like one of them little chains that banks use to keep people from stealing their pens. So safety. Here's this. Okay. Easy to read. That's good. Large print. Absolutely necessary for this Bible. Slim design. So you can get, so that old people can get their atrophied fingers around it. This Bible invites you to explore God's word anywhere, anytime. That's very important. It just invites you to do it. You ain't got to do it. That's going to come in handy as you invoke Jesus' name to keep Haitians out of the country. This Bible has been designed so that it delivers an easy reading experience in the trusted King James royalty-free version translation. This large print Bible, again, they say it twice, large print. Is it large print? Yeah, it says it right here. Okay, well, good. Is it large print, though? Daddy, it says it twice. This large print Bible will be perfect to take to church, a Bible study, on horseback, to whip migrants, to work, travel, etc. This Bible also features a copy of, Jackie, handwritten chorus to God Bless the USA by Lee Greenwood. Now, Lee Greenwood, I'm going to say, didn't handwrite in everybody's Bible. But he may have. I don't know. He ain't on the Arts Council no more. I guess he's like, well, what do I do now? Oh, sing God Bless the USA. The U.S. Constitution is in this Bible. We did this 3 months ago. I don't know why it's still making me laugh. The Bill of Rights is in this Bible. The Declaration of Independence is in this Bible.
Yeah.
The Pledge of Allegiance is in this Bible. All of them. All of them is in this Bible. Jackie, here's the features. Easy to read.
Large print.
Large print. Easy to read. Large print. 2-column format. That way, if you don't like what it's saying in one column about love thy neighbor, you just go over the other column. Maybe there's something about kicking people out of the country. Presentation page, whatever that is. Gold ribbon marker. Words of Jesus in red, so you can skip right over them. The Bible lies flat when open. I did this. We literally did this, and it's still readable, found in USA documents that include the Pledge of Allegiance. Well, we named all of them. A perfect heirloom, keepsake, companion for. This is, you can see this on the website, folks. It's perfect for the family, homeschooling households, grandparents, Military, new American citizens. They should have said maybe at the end of that. Teens, brides, not grooms, only brides. U.S. history buffs. Maybe there's some history buffs that ain't never read the Bill of Rights. There are. Faith and values advocates. Anyone that loves America. That's great at the end there. Because we do want to say that this article about Lee Greenwood getting kicked off the Arts Council by Joe Biden. Let me just quickly, I just want to, just real quick here, Jackie, I just need to say, they talked to Lee Greenwood on Fox News.
Well, yeah.
And he was shocked, he said, it being replaced. And he says, it's a 6-year appointment. This is Lee Greenwood talking. Oh, that's another thing. He goes on Fox.
I tell you, another thing he was shocked about is, you won't talk to me? Are you sure you just don't want me saying God used? No, we need to talk to you a little bit. All right.
I was appointed by George W. Bush, so I served under his term, also President Obama's term, also President Trump's term. And then, as you know, he used my song, God Bless the USA, which is unilateral for me. It's meant for all people. It's not just for one particular political party. That's what Lee Greenwood says. It's very nice. So here and now, under the Biden administration, he's cleaned house, and finally he's fired a patriot. So it took a turn. I was quite shocked, to tell you the truth. I didn't get a phone call or letter. It was just an email. Well, who's going to call you and tell you that? They fired all the mailmen. You think they got somebody sitting around that can call Lee Greenwood on the phone and say, hey, buddy, that's it for you. What is it now? You on the Arts Council? The what now? Sing it where? No. I would like to think... This is Lee Greenwood still talking. So he says that, and then almost immediately on this Fox News clip, you can find this online, he just starts plugging a show he's got in Huntsville, Alabama on October 12th at the Bon Civic Center. And then he says you can sponsor a vet. Because at first he starts saying it's a very special, it's like his 40 years of hits, the big Lee Greenwood concert. They're going to have a lot of guests. Very special television production, he says. More importantly, we want to make sure that veterans and their caregivers can come to our performance. So I thought, that's nice. It's going to be star-studded, 40 different singers. And Jackie is like Oak Ridge Boys, Jamie Johnson, who all was it? Keith Urban, like a lot of country, old and newish, old country singers. 40 different singers singing the 40 years of hits we've had. So if your listeners can go to our website, leegreenwood.com. I mean, this is in the first... He's like, Biden fired me. Also, Von Braun Civic Center. And adopt a vet. For $100, Lee Greenwood says, you can put a vet and a caregiver in a seat to watch this amazing television production. I thought he was saying, we've set aside, we've invited, we're paying for it. I'm going to take some of his Bible money, all expensive.
I thought went to charity or something. That just goes for a ticket. You just buy it.
He wants you to buy a ticket for a vet to go see Lee Greenwood 40 years of hits, which I mean, maybe we should be buying more tickets for vets. But that's really not where I thought he was going. I was like, vets are very important to me. I'm on this Council for the Arts formerly, and veterans and I'd like the arts. So I try to help the arts by being on that council. And you see where that got me. So I'm going to help veterans now by asking you to pay $100 to adopt a vet. Adopt a vet. Literally, adopt a vet means get them a ticket to see a Lee Greenwood TV special. What's that going to be on GAC? So Lee Greenwood, Jackie, Lee Greenwood cannot catch a break when it comes to being on an arts council or possibly a Bible, although that seems to be working out for him because the man, Hugh Kirkpatrick, says Kirkpatrick predicts a controversy over the project, the Lee Greenwood Bible, will turn it into a hit. This project is not stopped, he said. In fact, it's got gasoline poured on it. I don't think he meant he poured gasoline on the Bibles, but
I hope not. Yeah.
Just in case, if you ordered one, you might want to keep it away from an open flame. That's the Lee Greenwood Bible.
What you reckon Biden kicked him off of there for?
Well, he said he cleaned house. I think they nominated a whole new bunch of people. He'd been on there. The Fox News lady said he'd been on there nearly 20 years.
Well, yeah, Bush and Obama and Trump. Yeah.
But she said, Biden came into office saying he wanted to unite the country. I can't think of anything that unites the country more than your song, God Bless the USA. Well, that's right. And also in Huntsville, Alabama, coming up, I need you to get your billfold out. Let me tell you something. God Bless the USA apparently makes people a lot of money. People can sniff this out. I'd like to go to that concert too. I'd also, because people don't, what I want to hear is him singing all his little sexy, sultry 80s country songs and then lead up to God Bless the USA. I bet he brings everybody out on stage at the end for God Bless the USA.
They should, yeah. That's he can do that more than once in a show. That's a song he can sing twice. He probably sing it by himself early. And then at the end,
Pretty good gig.
Well, I don't know how much money he made on National Endowment of the Arts, or how much that paid, but he gonna triple it by complaining about not being on it anymore. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, this is from a website, Alabama Political Reporter. Y'all, I'm sorry. Anytime Lee Greenwood's in the news, we have to spend a few minutes on it. So here's somebody else hopping on the Lee Greenwood, got fired by Biden, canceled. Representative Perry Hooper, former state representative Perry Hooper, R. Montgomery. So it's Alabama. He's not even he's just somebody in this article, they call him, he's the chairman of the Greenwood Dinner. He's an Alabama Music Hall of Fame board member and Republican insider. They call him. What is it? What is a Republican insider right now? I mean, just somebody gets a lot of misinformation on Facebook. That's half a country. Anyway, just real quick. Here's somebody else sniffed out. I can make money off this. I went from shock to anger, Hooper said. I guess there's no room for a true American patriot in Joe Biden's world. See, we're not making this. We're not exaggerating. From woke generals running the military to the National Endowment of the Arts, he wants to tear down the America we love. Republicans love the arts, by the way. This is disgusting. Lee's masterpiece, God Bless the USA, has become a patriotic hymn behind only the national anthem and God Bless America in importance to the soul of our great country. And Country Boy Will Survive, add to it. Also, another good one, probably canceled. Greenwood released, this is just a regular article. Once the word of this firing gets out, says this son of a bitch, this sold out event will become standing room only. As they're going to sell it out again.
Yep.
It's sold out, but so many people going to be so mad, we're going to squeeze them in there anyway. If we make everybody take off their mask, we can probably fit another 10, 20 people in there. Become standing room only as Alabamians show their support for an adopted favorite son from California, Lee Greenwood, Hooper stated. I looked up a picture of this Hooper man, and I don't have anything against Botox, and apparently neither does he. You got anything else on? I don't understand Arts Council, the difference between National Endowment for the Art. I think Fiona Prine is going to be on. She's one of the people that's on it now. It's different kinds of people from all over. It's not all Lee Greenwood types. I don't know who was on there before. I don't say anybody. I don't say there's not correlation to Lee Greenwood. It's not like they kicked Lee Greenwood off and put Kid Rock on. Oh, Kid Rock is going to be at this concert for Lee Greenwood.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, here's something. One way I don't understand why you don't look at it this way. I'm talking about, being a patriot means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But let's just talk about Lee Greenwood fans in general. How come they didn't get upset when they found out that Lee Greenwood didn't quit the job as soon as Biden became president. He could have made just as much of a fuss over that. I'm resigning from the National Endowment for the Arts. First off, most people nobody knows what that is. I barely know what it is. I've heard it before. I will not, under this administration, legitimize it in any way. He could have gone either way, but I guess, I'm sure they had to remind him he was still on it. It's just another way to look at it, I reckon, isn't it?
Ron McDaniel says, Lee Greenwood wrote, God bless the USA. Now Biden wants him canceled too. So much for uniting the country, McDaniel wrote on Twitter. So it's pretty easy to. And I guess he has to be confirmed. Well, he gets to stay on the council till they confirm the new council. So
okay.
And they have to do that in Congress. So I would love them just to have hearings on this. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah,
Not at all.
I guess he has to say, I thought about resigning, but I wanted to give him a chance to unite the country. Fire the man who wrote, God bless the USA. Can you believe it, Jackie?
I know.
Out his own Bible.
I know. We got Ted Cruz. Do you think the God bless the USA song is racist? Yes or no?
So if anybody goes to see Lee Greenwood in Alabama in Huntsville, October 12th, let me know. Somebody said it was sold out, but I think he may have been exaggerating. Kid Rock going to be there, and Michael W. Smith. Big and rich. Randy Owen of Alabama. What happened to the other two? Crystal Gale.
I like Crystal. I mean, I like a lot of these people. I like Crystal Gale. Yeah, she's good.
So that's Lee Greenwood, folks. I have to get a little. We should just change this to a Lee Greenwood podcast and just go song by song. I didn't get a phone call or letter. It's just an email. Why would you want that via phone call? A letter, sure, you can frame it. But a phone call, awkward. Email, much better. If you got to get fired, email is the second best way. Letter's the best way. Can you believe you can show it to people? Wave it around. Look at this. Wave it around in the bar. Let me read this to you.
Yeah.
And then if I wanted somebody to read something to me, I'd listen to the Red State Update podcast. Email, second best way, because you get it over with. You don't have to talk to nobody. Phone call, worst way. Lee, I just sorry about this. It just ain't working out. After small talk. Hey, Lee, how you doing? All right. Well, good. Well, let me get to, how's your family? All right. Well, good. I just, let me get down to it, I reckon. Like, what's he complaining about?
It's also, when you work, it's all embarrassing. Your office, boss calls you to go to his office, and you have to go in there and probably know what's going to happen. And you have to walk out and everybody look at you and see you. Like if Biden called up and said, I need Lee Greenwood to come to the White House, I got to tell him something. That'd be all new. Like, oh, Lee Greenwood going to White House. He's going to White House. Look at him going to White House before shows you come out. What happened? Well, hell, they fired me.
Also, I don't understand if it was such a big deal for him to be on the council. Wouldn't it be in the damn bio on the Bible site? Because it's not. It's inspired.
National Endowment. It seemed like George Bush appointed me to the National Endowment. I'm telling you, right? He don't know he's on it. He didn't know till he got.
It ain't in his bio. There's room for it because it lists 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 songs that ain't God Bless the USA, which we've talked about on here before. You Got a Good Love Coming. Like they could have fit. Also, Arts Council. They could have fit that in the same amount of letters as You Got a Good Love Coming. But they just didn't. They were like, nobody's going to care about that. But they do care when you can turn it into a Fox News hit.
I didn't really know. George Bush invited me up to the White House, I think, to sing God Loves You, Bless the USA. And the next thing I know, somebody told me I was on the council.
Folks, Paula Dean is going to be at this Lee Greenwood All-Star Salute concert at Von Braun Civic Center. Is she going to sing? Why do you got Paula Dean? You got Janie Fricke. You got Jeannie Seeley. You got John Conley. You got Scott Stapp of Creed, a real piece of shit. You got Tony Orlando. You got Tracy Lawrence. I don't know why you need Paula Dean. Anyway, so anybody going to that, let us know. We'd love to talk about it.
If you do go, don't get COVID.
Yeah, don't get COVID. Jackie, they got I guess we could talk about the news, or we could talk about this Heathcliff movie they're making. Tommy Cash in this news article. Heathcliff, Heathcliff?
He's the cat, yeah. He's the orange cat that does stuff. The other one don't do nothing. Garfield don't do nothing. He just lay around be a smart butt. But Heathcliff will walk on a fence or something, sneak a fish out. He does stuff, yeah.
Yeah, he's active.
Yeah.
Garfield, probably depressed, honestly.
He big, too big to get up and move around and do anything, yeah.
Garfield likes to lay around. Heathcliff likes to get out of the house.
Well, it seemed like they should have made a Heathcliff movie before Garfield's won. Because, what's this? I'm going to watch a cat lay around, be a smart butt, 2 hours.
Garfield
needs action in a movie, yeah.
Garfield is COVID. Heathcliff is pre-COVID. We're trying to get back to Heathcliff. We're going out singing on a fence, getting stuff thrown at us by the guy who owns a fish store. That's the world we want to live in, but we can't do it because y'all won't wear masks. Y'all won't get vaccinated. And somebody's always got a problem with the thing. It's going to help us. And that's why we're all stuck in Garfield when we could be out there doing Heathcliff. So can't wait for this. I think they're working on a series and a movie. Feature and TV rights, Jackie.
Is it going to be cartoon?
That's a good question. He don't talk in the comic strips, but in the cartoons, Mel Blanc did it.
Yeah, he talked in a cartoon. It's different, yeah.
He talk is different. So I don't know if they're going to do the... We have a lot of ideas.
Like, if you got to make them talk if you're going to do a movie, because if they're an animal, that's what people pay to see. And you can't pay to see an animal talk anywhere else but in the movies.
Chaplin didn't talk.
TV.
I mean, I know he wasn't an animal, but they had a whole bunch of silent movies back 100 years ago.
100 years ago, yeah. Nobody wants to see that. You going to make somebody sit through one of them 100-year-old movies? No. We'll make a movie about a cat and he ain't going to say a word in it. Well, what's the point? I can sit at home, look out the window at that.
That would be a terrible Heathcliff if they put him in a little hat and he's doing like little Charlie Chaplin dances and stuff. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants it. No, I didn't even want it back in. The only good thing about half those movies are silent is that you couldn't hear him, because if old Charlie Chaplin, if he was as annoying looking at him as he was talking to me.
Maybe they could do sort of a ladies and gentlemen, you ain't heard nothing yet moment where it's silent for the first half of Heathcliff, and then they zoom in on his face and they turn on the sound and Heathcliff goes, meow.
But so that's talking. That's what cat does. Again, I can say that anywhere. I don't want to hear him talk. I want to hear an animal talk. Babe, they know what to do. And I grew up on the farm. I knew what a farm is. Make a movie about a farm. I said, I don't need to look at that. I lived it. You gonna like this one? What the hell for? Get in there and them animals talking to each other and carrying on. Yeah, that's what entertainment. You won't get away from real life.
You like Charlotte's Web?
That's cartoon thing. I like it when it's real life looking. I know it ain't real, but when it look like it real. I don't like cartoon, just cartoon. If I'm gonna look at a cartoon, it's gonna be a Road Runner or something like that.
And just real quick, so people give us a lot of good information this week. It was Guy Lancaster told us about this company that's selling Chick-fil-A on Sundays. So I guess they get Saturday, they go buy up a bunch of Chick-fil-A. These are the same people made Lil Nas X's Devil Shoes, I believe. They call it for $6.66. You can get your Sunday Chick-fil-A devil worship sandwich. They're saying Christianity and capitalism goes hand in hand, and they're saying that's why we're doing this for capitalism. Capitalism finds a way. Devil 666 chicken sandwich.
How do they keep them warm?
It's a big rigmarole. I don't know if you can actually do it. Seems like more trouble than it's worth.
Well, there's been I know they're trying to make a point, but if they're going to sell chicken, I mean, it's been me and you've discussed over and over again on many of these, probably even more than the Lee Greenwood Bible. It'd be good to have a Chick-fil-A on Sunday after church. Sure would be nice.
Did we come up with this idea a long time ago? I can't believe first of all, probably a bunch of people have had this idea over the years, but you're right. How do you keep it warm? How do you keep it warm?
Yeah, that's it's so good about Chick-fil-A. Hot, fresh cup of that brand new Chick-fil-A sandwich, delicious. Yeah. But if you're going to keep it in a sack for a day, it ain't going to be, no.
Plus, they're still buying it from Chick-fil-A, right? I don't know if but it says, I don't think they're mentioning the Chick-fil-A giving money to Christian groups with anti-LGBTQ policies. They're saying, they're just like, we're going to turn it into a devil sandwich selling on Sundays.
Yeah.
But if you really want one, it seems complicated. I don't know how.
Well, if I really wanted one, I'd go Saturday. Buy like say 3 or 4 of them, and experiment. Keep one to see if I can keep it warm for a day. Do different thing, temperature control. What all do you have to do? If you figure out how to make it taste just as good the day 2, then you go get it yourself. I don't need to go through no devil company.
Probably need to keep the bun separate from the chicken somehow. And
yeah, that's it right there. Well, you can get a but their buns are good. It's the whole sandwich. It's so delicious. It ain't just the chicken. It ain't just the bread. It's all of it together. Yeah.
I also just go to Bojangles.
Yeah, Bojangles open. Yeah, Popeye's good too. Yeah, it is.
That McDonald's one ain't too bad. Hell, they all got them now.
Yeah,
they all got them. You ain't gotta go to Chick-fil-A. Sit in that line, reading that Lee Greenwood Bible.
Yeah, every time you go to Chick-fil-A and there's a real long line, if it's longer than usual, like, oh, well, what the hell going on in the news now?
It's true. You can tell.
Which politician telling everybody to eat one of these sandwiches? Like it's a go-to every time, whatever the crisis may be. What was it most recently? College wouldn't have it, right? That was the most recent crisis. College wasn't going to have no Chick-fil-A. Didn't want it on the campus for probably reasons of whether Chick-fil-A sends some money or whatever. Like, go get your Chick-fil-A. Like Ted Cruz, he don't really have to push that hard, but
and bring me a Chick-fil-A. There's need to. That's why here in Murfreesboro, Coley's Corporation is so smart because they're a Christian corporation. Everybody knows it. And if you want to donate money, if you're feeling extra, if you're a Christian, a Christian conservative, there's plenty of Christians who ain't conservative. Thank God. I mean, for now, it's still legal. But if you want to go out there and protest the evil liberal hordes, out there, replacing conservatives, You can go out there and support these Christian businesses. And Jackie, that's what we need to do. We need to come out with, and we may have said this on here before too, but Bible chicken. We need to come out with some sort of Bible barbecue, like a Wits.
Well, Bible got a ring to it. Yeah. Recipe. You put recipe in the Bible. Good Southern recipes in the Bible. Good. I mean, me and you, we won't ever have to do another one of these the rest of our lives. Yeah.
We talked about this before about like selling out, but this isn't really selling out because you get food and then people come and you dupe idiots out of their money when they're hungry. Well, at least they get, say, the Lee Greenwood Bible, you just got another Bible. But barbecue, you got a good sandwich. We won't give any of our money to anti-gay groups. We'll keep all our money, believe me.
Yeah, ain't nobody else.
But we'll be like, oh, we're conservative. We're real conservative. Oh, we're so conservative and everybody's against us. Oh, won't you come? Long line out there. Yeah, give me 2 and some tots. So we'll work on that Bible queue. So thanks to everybody. People send us stuff, and I always forget. And this time I remembered. That's why we spent all this time.
Well, no, good. I thought this good stuff. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
So we've talked about Lee Greenwood. We've talked about Heathcliff, and we've talked about Chick-fil-A. That's a good podcast. But I guess we also need to talk about Arizona.
I guess a little bit, but yeah, that's a good one to go out on. Is always. Heathcliff or Chick-fil-A, you can swap them around either way, Lee Greenwood. But yeah, Arizona with the cyber ninjas. They call cyber ninjas. They counted again. Took a while. And if I remember correctly, they were supposed to announce their results 2 or 3 weeks ago, but they couldn't because the main guy had COVID. If I remember correctly, that was the case.
He got counting COVID.
Got counting COVID, yeah, either or both.
He's like, how many cases of COVID you got? Give me 6 months, I'll get back to you. Because press conference. I had 1 case of COVID.
Well, this press conference went ahead and said, well, I think Biden won. Well, he won again. That makes how many times has he won Arizona now?
He won a lot.
It's history, right? I don't think Arizona's gone for the same man that many times in history. I think he broke some sort of record or something winning Arizona again. But good for him.
A man his age.
At his age, yeah. If you're gonna do it, now's the time to do it because clocks are ticking now. But yeah, I think he won. This is the biggest time he won, if I remember correctly. He won on more votes this time around. Cyber Ninjas added votes to him. So congratulations, President Biden, once again, taking Arizona. Before I understand, they go through all the reason, but so basically they get to do both things. Because I'm like, why did they say that? Because you lied to begin with. Right? It's a lie for you to be doing what you're doing. So why wouldn't you just lie again? I guess maybe winding up in court over fraud is probably one, reason. Listen, do we want to take it that far? Don't want to wind up like Giuliani or whatever it is. But they get to have the cake, eat it too, so to speak, or they don't get the cake, but they eat something because they said, yes, he won, but this ain't right and this ain't right. So they're just saying the same thing again. So they can count it over and over again and say, yeah, he's winning, but he didn't win right. So you get to spend all this money. How much? I don't know how much the taxpayers have to pay on this. I don't think as much as just, people sending cyber ninja money. So
now he wants them to count taxes.
Well, he won Texas by, I think, 600,000 votes, something like that, more. And yeah, well, I mean, he got to have a positive. He can't have a negative like this. He got to say, Texas, they did it right. Say they did it right.
But then he'll get mad at Texas, too. And he'll be like, I think Stacey Abrams ought to be governor of Texas.
I wish all of them that kiss up Trump will wind up like Kemp. What's Kemp going to be doing? I tell you what, I wish it would really happen. I wish a Tennessee governor, our Governor Lee, could do something just to make Trump mad as hell.
And I know they'd get somebody in even worse than Lee, but
it'd still be fun to watch Lee have to go through it. It's fun watching Kemp. He gonna have to put twice as many explosives in campaign videos or something. And whoever's running the ads against him, it's gonna be Trump saying Stacey Abrams better than this.
My name's Governor Kemp. I blew up half the state of Georgia. Just clips of him blowing up Atlanta. Well, I can't think of no other towns in Georgia. You know all of them.
Yeah.
Where they had the carpet outlets. That one. Just up and down Georgia. I blew the hell out of this and I guess field. Shit. This was a strip mall in Georgia City.
Don't give him any ideas. This may actually turn it around for him. I'm going to keep blowing it up. And I know Trump don't like him, but I love a good explosion.
I seen the mechanics had about 10 junk cars in it. I filled them full of dynamite and shot each one of them. Look at here. Let's see Stacey Abrams do that.
As your governor, I will do this at 12 noon every day.
Don't make me want to vote for him. I'm here in Georgiaton, and I'm ready to blow up every car I see. I'll give you a 10-second warning to jump the fuck out. Go.
Don't give him any ideas, I'm telling you.
Listen, I will say this. At that ad that was going around, I guess it was an old ad. It looked like it was from this week, but still. I don't want him to hurt anybody. I don't want anything. But if there's some people that you could tell, they look like people who just need to blow more stuff up. And he's one of them. So, yes, I add with him exploding stuff does make him more likable, but not by much. Right after we talked about Haiti, the Haitian migrants, and Biden met on our last podcast episode called Biden Messing Up. News come out in pictures of Border Patrol on horseback. I mean, it just looked like damn. It didn't look good. It wasn't good. It wasn't a good look. They were on horseback. They were trying to grab Haitian migrants. They were whipping them with did they say they weren't really whips? I mean, did we spend time on that?
Yeah,
technically.
We did. It like range and I'm sure we did spend time. But look, they rounded people up on horseback. And
Actually, Texas governor to Border Patrol agents under investigation. I'll hire you. However he talks, I don't know. I don't really want to hear him. I think he was on the Sunday shows today talking about how he's going to arrest all the rapists. So that won't even figure into his abortion laws. Texas is doing great.
Yeah. Well, Texas got about like 5,000 rape kits that ain't even been dealt with. I mean, they're sitting there waiting for him to go through. So he got his work cut out for him. Yeah.
I don't even know why we're talking about this because the whole thing is stupid. I can't keep electricity on. Things going good. We should have just stopped after Heathcliff. This is grim. We're going to have to go out on Florida. GOP state senator wants to review measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine mandates for school children. Like, we thought that we're like, you get vaccines for all this?
The hell I do.
Not anymore. That's what you think. We thought we'd push them like, look at all this. See what all we already do?
It's ridiculous. Look, you take all of these shots, but you won't take this
I won't take any of them shots, and I'm going to burn all my aspirin, and I'm going to chase doctors down as they're leaving for work. Be a doctor in my town. Doctors, get out. We should have stopped after Heathcliff. That would have made people think, oh, maybe things are getting better. Heathcliff movie on its way. Well, your kids won't live to see it.
Depending on what school and what state you live in, I guess that has something to do with it.
Well, I mean, we'll get President DeSantis, so it really won't matter what state we live in. Heathcliff, the movie, he's doing real good up on a fence with a fishbone in his hand. See?
Well, we sure hope y'all still here listening. The world turned sour, and we got to be even more sour talking about it. But
that's how it works. When the world turns sour, you can't just sit there going, "Oh, la-di-da." You got to get sour too. You can try. You can hold out like, "Well, listen, the world is going in a bad direction, but I'm here to help you." And then, but later, eventually, if you keep paying the slightest bit of attention, be like, "Well, welcome back. I don't know what the point is." You don't want to wind up like Mr. Slaw.
No.
But you don't want to be just a blithering idiot either.
Got to find your middle ground.
Yeah. That's what we hope we are, the middle ground. Not the way they talk about that on Twitter. Where, these middle grounders.
I'm just working on, trying to figure it out myself. So maybe one of these days we'll do it. But that's neither here nor there during this part here, because this here we ain't going to talk about migrants getting whipped. We ain't going to talk about hospitals full of people dying every day.
Oh, they're rationing care. You can't even get in the hospital.
Oh, if you regular sick, I did go say, "Doctor, sorry, all these people didn't get vaccinated. I don't have to wait." It's awful. They're doing Alaska too. I think they said something about that up there. Yeah. But we're going to let all that go.
You ain't going to talk about that on this part.
I ain't going to talk about a conservative judge up in New York telling all the nurses that, or any hospital staff, you can stay on. You don't have to be vaccinated working in a hospital. We ain't going to talk about the dozens of state troopers in Massachusetts that are resigning because the judge determined, yes, you are mandated to get vaccinated. Not me. My job is to protect and serve the citizens, not get some Biden shot. Good riddance. See you later.
There's some reform. Senior U.S. diplomat to Haiti resigns, citing Biden administration's inhumane deportation program.
Let's not talk about any of this, though. All right. Let's just take a minute and focus on what's right here in front of us right now in my little world right here. Not in the big world, not the biggest scheme of things. We're going to focus right here on Murfreesboro, and we're going to do our local Murfreesboro sponsors. That's right.
Local Murfreesboro sponsors.
Yeah. Give us $25. We're going to tell you all about them. If you live in Murfreesboro, you're going to hear about a lot of great new products, places to eat, things to do. If you ain't from Murfreesboro and happen to be traveling through Murfreesboro, I wouldn't recommend traveling through Tennessee right now if you ain't vaccinated. But if you are and you won't take a risk, hell, come on down. We're going to tell you about a lot of stuff going on here in Murfreesboro. Before we do that, though, we need to thank our favorite listeners. Well, we love all the listeners, but the ones that pay us money, we like just a little bit, barely a little bit more, and we want to thank all of our Patreon people.
We like
support.
everybody. We like everybody the same, but just the barest hint more.
Tiny little bit, barely.
I mean, you can't even tell we like everybody the same. You might as well just say we like everybody the same, but just the littlest touch more.
Well, right now, people who support us and keep the podcast running by donating to us, they're sitting there going, "Oh, you like everybody the same, do you, huh?" But tell you what, if you like me the same as everybody else, maybe you don't,
That's right.
You like getting a little less, $5 a month.
Folks, if you give us $1 or more a month, we appreciate you and we like you a little bit more than ever. Just a tiny little, just a hitch more. But you give us $5 more a month, you get to also you still get that little bump in how much just right,
I call it respect.
Respect. We put some respect on your name, and you get to listen to 20 extra minutes with Jackie and Dunlap. 20 extra minutes of us talking every week. If you like us talking about Heathcliff, I guarantee you there's about 70 more over there we've done where we talked about Heathcliff. So
Lee Greenwood, too. Lee
Greenwood, definitely. Go on over there. Get you some of that good. We've done like 160 of them.
That's a lot. Also, you get fun things like a movie, a commentary, sort of thing like that. You watch a video and hear two dummies talk about it. Or over it, how you say it. Little few surprises like that over there too. Just throw in the mix,
Can I interrupt for just 1 second, Jackie? And I'm sorry, I was listening to you.
Yeah.
And I was paying attention to what I was saying, which was, what was it? The Patriot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I have a Lee Greenwood's Wikipedia up, and I just saw this, and this is the kind of thing that won't happen on other podcasts because they're professional. When they're done talking about Lee Greenwood, they're done talking about Lee Greenwood. But I had this open, and then I just wanted to say, I never knew this. Greenwood is known for writing and recording God Bless the USA in the early 80s. I knew that. And later, God Bless You, Canada.
What?
He wrote a song called God Bless You, Canada.
Traitor. When did it do that?
I don't know. It's not even a clickable link. I guess we got to go listen to it. We already done 20 extra minutes.
Wouldn't it be something we find out he'd been underground doing for every country, doing a song for him? Somehow keeping it a secret from the rest of it. Canada makes sense because nobody paying attention to that. Nobody. Now, if you went and said, God bless Afghanistan, you're probably going to take notice of that.
God bless you, Canada. Let's see. It's on YouTube. Let's see how many views it's got. This will tell us real quick. We don't have to get during the weeds on God Bless You, Canada. It's got 169,000 views. Maybe there's a better version of it than this. The first comment is, as an American, God bless you, Canada, our good neighbor to the north. America and Canada, friends forever. Now, this was 7 years ago, so now he might hate Canada or might be...
Trudeau, yeah.
Caught COVID. Anything could have happened in 7 years. Things have changed a lot in 7 years, I'm just going to go ahead and say. So the song is playing. I can't hear it because I'm doing my podcast right now, and I can't listen to it. But just let you know if you want to hear God Bless the USA, but about Canada.
Maybe that's what we'll do on. How about me, you and I will listen to it. We'll set it up where we listen to it on the thing. This wasn't planned. We wouldn't try to lure nobody in.
No.
Now we got something to do for 20 minutes next week because we already did one. But put that on the list.
Is it just the same lyrics? I'm sorry. I just am looking at it. I just want to say that. Yeah, it's pretty much the same lyrics. It's
so
pretty much because
same tune, everything. Yeah,
it's the same thing. God bless you, Canada.
God bless the USA.
He couldn't say God bless the Canada. He had to say God bless
Canada. Yeah, it works.
If tomorrow all the thing, I hope he sings it in like a Canadian accent. If tomorrow all the things were gone and I'd worked for all my life, eh? With just my children and my wife, whatever. Anyway, so he goes, and I won't forget the men who died who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. Because there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless you, Canada. Hey, that's what he should say. Because it just says, God bless you, Canada. It doesn't rhyme with today. No. So he should say, God bless you, Canada. Hey.
Yeah, why not?
From the shores of Nova Scotia, I guess we're just doing it now, to the forest in BC, from Montreal to Winnipeg, from sea to shining sea. This isn't funny. People listening to this going, why are they laughing? From Detroit, we can see her. That's okay. That's funny. Above the USA. Because there's pride in every Canadian heart. And it's time to stand and say that I'm proud to be in Canada, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died who give that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. But he should be like Tim Hortons, poutine. Those are the only things I know about. Hockey. Yeah, that's it. That's only, he has a verse in there where he mentions Winnipeg. And that's about the only difference.
In Detroit.
Look
it up.
Look up. It's Canada. Look. Snow. So that's Lee Greenwood. God bless the USA.
God bless
sponsor.
Canada.
And God bless you, Canada. Canada A. Ooh, this is a little all Lee Greenwood.
Well, I think I got a good sponsor. It's a little I try to stay clear of controversy. I don't like it. I don't like being in the middle of nothing. But I took a $25 and I got
You have plenty of hot takes, Jackie. I don't know why you say that.
What? I say what now?
You have a lot of hot takes.
Hot takes.
I don't know why you say you don't like to get in the middle of controversy when all you do is you get up on here with your hot takes like Joey Behar.
Well, it's
Lord keep her safe.
Local controversy. In my sponsors, I try to keep that out of my sponsors is a point I'm trying to say. If you listen to me, you won't let me finish what I'm trying to say.
But you got so many hot takes.
But I keep my hot takes away from my sponsors. It's how it's supposed to be. You do the show, then you play the song in the middle, and then you do this. Keep a controversy on the other side of the song.
That's like Lee Greenwood.
What?
Lee Greenwood, he does his God Bless the USA and talks about getting fired. But the rest of the show, it's just his regular old song about him being sexy.
Yeah. Well, I ain't talking about being me and nobody else being sexy. I'm trying to do my sponsors. And once I get into it, you'll understand what's going on. If you've been listening here, I had a good sponsor again, and it's the same thing. Last weekend was something else. It was a blowout. People came. I don't think anyone was masked, so this COVID may spike up in the Smyrna and Murfreesboro area. Be careful. Get vaccinated if you ain't. Wear a mask, all that mess. Do it all. But regardless of all setting all that aside, it was a hell of a show. They had people, they said standing room only. People having to be on the outside. And of course, I'm talking about Bone Drip. That's right, Bone Drip. They played at Scantlin's Getaway Hole, beer, bar, food, and billiards up in Smyrna. And it was a hell of a show. And you say, well, why did they go to Smyrna for? Maybe if you missed last week. Well, they having trouble finding a place to play here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, due to a long-running feud with Mayor Jesus Skeleton, which I didn't understand till last week. Dunlap, you explained a few things to me, and I think I know what's going on now. But I still wish people could just let bygone be bygone, put all that stuff to rest, because I just think in the future, if they bring back the bone drop, where they drop the bones on Halloween, all the kids run out there, you get different bones. Sometimes you put them all together. If you get the right ones, and look at that, free skeleton on Halloween. What gets better than that for a child? Nothing. But bone drop, the bone drop, and Bone Drip, I guess, just don't mix. Right now, it don't. Seems like that's a winning pair. Put that together, you got a hell of a Halloween. But right now, yeah, you can't get Jesus Skeleton to allow them, Mayor Jesus Skeleton, to allow them to play anywhere in Rutherford County. But people went across that line. They went right into Smyrna, went to go see him. Big show, big time. And now it looks like they put their foot in it a little bit more. I said, well, how can it get worse than this? You ain't on speaking terms. They can't play here for Halloween or any time, evidently. Mayor Jesus Skeleton. He got a lot of sway here, being the mayor and all. Well, Bone Drip didn't like none of that, and they debuted this brand new song. And I tell you what, it's got a lot of people upset. Some in Smyrna, some in Murfreesboro, and I think they people misunderstood what not everybody knows about the feud between Bone Drip and Mayor Jesus Skeleton. Some people just don't keep up with what's going on in the local news. So be it. So when you hear somebody's got a big song and they ran into like one of them local little studio something, and they got lots of airplay because, again, controversy, try to stay away from it. But they debuted this new song up there at Scantlin's Getaway Hall called Jesus Smelleton. Not skeleton, Smelleton, like stinky smell. Well, it's a little clever, I guess. It's fun,
That's pretty good. Yeah, it showed him. Smelleton.
Well,
Jesus is Smelleton. That's great. That's great. People love protest songs. That's in the historic line of protest songs, like damn, this land is your land, or signs everywhere, signs, or 911's a joke, or 18 in life, or other great protest songs that don't give away my age at all.
God bless the USA.
God bless the USA. Is that a protest song? Kind of. I guess
I think it is now. I think it is now. Yeah.
It's like, is this a protest chicken sandwich? It is if you want it to be.
He didn't find out.
You can tell something is a protest thing today if somebody's making some money off of it. I think it's the I used to be you'd go to a coffee shop and you'd be a hippie and you'd sing a song, or maybe you'd be a beatnik if you got in early enough. And like nobody making no money off that. And then people start making money off of it. And then it's like, this is protest, American protest. Now protests, American protest songs, God bless the USA. I tell you, literally, your grandparents get calm by listening to it. That's not what protest is supposed to be. But they don't get calm; they get mad now. That's the things that used to make your grandparents calm. Fox News uses it to get you mad,
get you fired up. Protest song, yeah.
That's great though. Jesus is Smelleton. That's pretty funny. Now I hope damn Mayor Jesus Skeleton comes out with a diss track of his own.
Is he sang?
No, but maybe he could, like spoken word.
Well, you come to find out, a lot of people don't know about, like I said, about this feud. So they see Jesus Smelleton, they think Bone Drip's talking about Jesus, like Lord Jesus, God Jesus, and it ain't got nothing to do with that. And then you start to explain to people, well, let me see the mayor's there. Who's our mayor? I said, Jesus Skeleton. Well, he can't, and them get mad about that. And it ain't really got nothing to do with, being sacrilegious or nothing. It's just he played a little story. You have to tell him a whole story about Jesus. It's not Jesus's actual skeleton because they're up in heaven with him. It's some bones that he walked past one day and touched them, and they got up and they danced around and kind of was his buddy. For a Bible study, children's Bible study. Bible school thing, you had to come up with little funny stories, funny little songs for people to sing along to learn the Bible, and that's what that's for. But by then, they ain't gonna,
Yeah, some churches don't think you should have music in church, or some churches think you need to fall out on the floor in the spirit. People argue over theology all the time. Some churches believe in Jesus' skeleton, and some don't.
Well, the ones that don't are upset with Bone Drip and the mayor. So both of them get, as long as y'all stay in this feud, go after each other, you're just going to get more and more people not to like either one of you. So my advice is come together. I just wish you'd come together, put the past, let be in the past, let bygones be bygones.
Yeah, let bygones be. Can I call a radio station and request this song?
Don't you go stir it up again. That's it. Just quit playing on the radio. Yes, you could play it. Just if you could pull it back, just take it down a notch. It's a good song. It's a good song. I don't necessarily like that kind of music, but Jesus Melton, it got, you tap your foot to it. I say that much. Just take your words out and not think, I know what they're singing about. And they made the mayor. But other people are saying, you saying the Lord Savior Jesus got a smell about him. I understand the confusion.
Well, Bone Drip used to flirt around a little bit with some of that Kiss devil stuff. Just a little bit, it's Murfreesboro, Bible Belt. But remember that love like a devil, loving like a devil, kissing like hell.
That's just dumb rock and roll stuff. Ain't nothing real about that.
I know, but when I was a kid, they'd say, "Did you hear what Bone Drip sang and loving like a devil?" I said, "That's Charlie Pride, I think." He said, "Yeah, but when they do it, they do the horns."
Horns.
Loving like a devil, kissing like hell. You must be part demon because you do it so well. That got him in some trouble. Now they do it because everybody's like, oh yeah, when we were young, everything was stupid. But now they do it and everybody's just like, yeah, it's fun to hear it.
Now I understand controversies that helps you in the music business, but it don't do you no good in the sponsor section here. So I take neither side of this. I just think the longer y'all stay mad at each other, the more you're gonna make everybody else mad. So don't make me pick a side in this because I don't want to. I think you can come together and we could have one of the best Halloweens Murfreesboro's ever seen. We got a brand new crane. Bring back the bone drop. Gonna drop them bones, and I wish I could see Bone Drip over the side just playing some good old rock and roll. You know what they play, that old kind of stuff, and maybe just retire Jesus Smelleton. Just retire that song, maybe permanently, as good as it may be, for the sake of the citizens of Murfreesboro. We can all come together, have a great Halloween together. If probably not the best time to go door to door right now and get candy everywhere. Probably, So let's go look at some bones drop.
Dennis Drip. Is he still Dennis Drip? Can he be Dennis Bone Drip again, or is he still?
I think forbidden? He's keeping it. I think he liked it, is what it said. Something last I heard. I think this is fine.
Do you remember Dennis Bone Drip's? This is on their Wikipedia. Dennis Bone Drip's early '80s gospel phase. This was after the "Loving Like a Devil, Kissing Like Hell." He has put some gospel songs out. So I grew up in a church. Nobody liked him. And he found out it was frowned upon to drink beer in churches. Now, I don't even know if it is. Some of these big fancy churches, can you get a beer at church?
No big mega churches. They got a whole cafeteria. You get whatever you want in there.
I bet you can have a glass of wine.
Sure. For Jesus, yeah.
Wine for Jesus. Protest. Jackie, I got a sponsor this week. I think you really gonna like.
I don't know about that.
It might scare you a little bit.
Well, I didn't really finish. I just want to say this weekend again at Scantlin's Getaway Hall. Please go see Bone Drip. I hope they maybe not play that song. Maybe just either you got so many other good songs to play, Love Like a Devil, everything else. Maybe just let that song let it sit to the side right now.
Can Mayor Jesus' skeleton keep people from Murfreesboro from crossing the bridge to Smyrna?
You talking about curfews and mandates, and that's what everybody talk about these days. So I ain't going there. No, sir. But if you like Bone Drip, you're not offended by the song, if you think it's cute and funny. And I hope you like Jesus' skeleton, Mayor Jesus' skeleton. I hope you like him, like the job he's doing, representing you, the city of Murfreesboro. And I also hope you enjoy some good old timey rock and roll with, you can like both, people. That's all I'm trying to say. You can like both. And if that's the case, go see Bone Drip this weekend. They're playing again. That's it. I'm done.
I got a sponsor, Jackie. I think we did this part already. Let me just get started here, Jackie. There's not a lot of news to report from my. I guess I just go ahead and call it a boarding house. They're renting rooms down there underneath the Klopschussers, where I live with my new friends, Kathy Cup, Mayor Jesus Skeleton's niece, who got knocked up by Dennis Bone Drip.
We don't need to give a whole.
Well, that's what the bad blood is about.
I know, but you bring it up, I'm afraid they're just gonna make people matter if they're listening. I don't know, but
Katie Cup and Katie Cup and her boyfriend. She has no boyfriend. She learned her lesson after Dennis Drip. She doesn't want him involved, and he's relieved about not being involved. She's single, and she's not looking. Her and I have talked about it. We're like, maybe we just ain't gonna find who we're looking for. That's fine. She doesn't need a boyfriend. She's a whole woman, many interests and talents, and a baby Bone Drip Drop. It's got that skeleton blood from Katie Cup's side, so it can put skeletons together and assemble things with bones. And it built a whole room full of bone-based musical instruments, and it can play on a bone xylophone. And then on the side of the room, it had actual musical instruments. It can take two bones, Baby Bone Drip Drop, and it can play. I keep saying it's a little boy, but it can play You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch on any of them xylophones, a real one or a bone one, and it can play with bones on the real one. Very talented. It's got the music from the Bone Dennis Drip side. Got the bone talent from Mayor Jesus Skeleton Katie Cup side. So Baby Bone Drip Drop is my friend. I'm friends with that baby. I'm friends with Katie Cup. I'm friends with everybody else who lives in the Klopschussers boarding house. Benjamin Cott, he's a leprechaun impersonator, Jackie. Did you have your Zoom meeting with him?
I have not. I ain't up to it yet.
Yeah, he said you didn't show up.
I know. First of all, I didn't know how to make it work.
Yeah.
And second of all, didn't really want to do it to begin with. So,
he's mad at you now.
Well, he can be mad. I like.
He has an enemy now.
All right.
That's what he says.
Stop it.
That's what he does.
I don't want to hear you talk like that.
Well, I guess you got nothing to worry about because he's a leprechaun impersonator, not a real leprechaun.
Well, that's what he's telling you anyway.
Yeah, you better hope. So he's out there. So Baby Bone Drip Drop can play You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Famous Halloween song because it's about a mean monster, green thief steals in your home while you're asleep, terrifying. Katie Cup said that's the scariest song I ever heard. And so Baby Bone Drip Drop plays that for Halloween. And Benjamin Cott, leprechaun impersonator, have been having scary practice. But Baby Bone Drip Drop plays that song, and like leprechaun impersonator Benjamin Cott dances around us. It's scary. I'll admit, he was creepy when he was just an old man running Klopschushers, forcing me to live underneath in the terrifying hallway. And I kind of got used to him, and he told me a lot about his medical history, and it sort of took some of the scariness away. I said, oh, man. Well, when he does that leprechaun routine, Jackie, and I'm not like you. I don't piss my pants every time somebody says fucking Lucky Charms.
I'm just saying, make your skin crawl, make a hair on the back of your neck stand up, that sort of thing. I don't go use the bathroom.
So they're doing scary practice because Katie Cup says, we're going to get Uncle Mayor Jesus' skeleton, and Baby Bone Drip Drop, and Dennis Drip, and Bone Drip, and the Bone Drip Experience. Dennis Drip's Bone Drip, all of them. That's one band now. Bone Drip and Dennis Drip's Bone Drip Experience. All one band, giant. They're going to get, for Halloween, them all together. They're going to bring family, bygones be bygones, Jackie. I'm glad to see, even though Bone Drip in your sponsor side half seems to be processing some anger with their protest songs. Funny. I think that if we can just set up a Zoom for you and Benjamin Cott, the leprechaun impersonator, to talk and figure out a plan to talk to Mayor Jesus Skeleton. We're going to get everybody together. You're right. Holidays are family time, and that's when families should be together. Halloween. Till then, we got Baby Bone Drip Drop and Benjamin Cott do scary practice, and they'll come to your house and they'll do. It's good practice for them, good scary practice for Halloween, and also kind of spreading the word that Baby Bone Drip Drop is sort of a symbol of coming together and pride and community and family, and just learning how to play xylophones with xylobones. And so, let us know if you're having a pre-Halloween party. Which doesn't sound like a thing, but Jackie, every year Halloween starts right after Labor Day. I mean, we talked about this.
It happened now, yeah.
Labor Day.
It gets sooner and sooner. But yeah.
Labor Day, after Labor Day, up till October 31st, is just Christmas, but with monsters. It's the first half of Christmas, and it's got ghosts. Then after October 31st, it's Christmas, but you take a turkey break for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And this goes till New Year's. And then I guess that's just where you kind of process your depression.
I used to not like Halloween, but nowadays I kind of like it.
Well, what do you think brought that change on?
COVID.
Yeah, everything's different now.
Yeah. Nobody coming up knocking on the door or nothing. Like less people come Halloween, I hope, anyway.
We got to get out there. If I mask up and brave going into a Target or a Walmart, I'll see what kind of Twix boogers they got.
I had a race of pumpkin. That was pretty good. Reese's peanut butter chocolate pumpkin.
Racist pumpkin.
No, Reese's.
Reese's. That's the other thing. It's changed. It's like it's a racist pumpkin. You'd be like, I don't know why, but it doesn't surprise me.